Let's get it. Okay. Knock, knock, knock. Hi. Hey, my name's Oscar with Southwestern Advantage. You must be the mom of the house. Great. I'm the college student who's been sitting down with all the families in the Yellow County School District and have the coolest summer internship. I'm showing educational resources from high schoolers down to toddlers. I'm not quite sure if you've had the chance to see me on Facebook at all, but I was just talking to the grooms, the rows, and the cowsers, and I wanted to stop by for a minute. I show it to 35 families every single day, so I only get a few minutes with each one. Do you have a quick place to sit inside, or would out here be better for you? No worries. I guess you haven't heard about me yet. Like I said, my name's Oscar. I'm actually a college student from North Dakota State University. This is my summer internship, and I'm gonna be having a lot of fun showing various families in the Yellow County School District our educational apps, websites, and leadership program. It's something that the grooms, the rows, and the Campbells have picked up. If you like it, great. If not, that's okay too. I get credit just for showing you. And everyone's been super nice as long as I don't take up too much of their time. I can show you right out here. Like I said, my name's Oscar. I'm sorry I didn't catch your name. Beth? Nice to meet you, Beth. Just to be clear, I'm not with the schools at all, and this is nothing, and I don't have anything you're required to get. I'm actually a college student from North Dakota State University, and I'm doing this internship to help pay my way through school. The plan's to be debt-free by the time I graduate. So, Miss Jones, Beth, it's actually my second week here in Pennsylvania, and it's been awesome sitting down with all the families, showing them educational resources and the leadership development program this summer. Yeah, most families have been a leadership program this summer. I get to help. I help I help kids with learning their ABCs up through ACT, SAT prep, and in return, I gain experience, develop my skills, and help pay for school. So most of the parents that I've talked to in this area are I found that the parents in this area are super education conscious, and many are concerned about what's being taught in the school nowadays. Yeah, so our system is a combination of educational resources, apps, and leadership development. Because most families feel it takes a lot more than just academics to excel in life. Right? Most families have been picking this up to help their kids get better grades at school, and to save time on homework and studying. Some of the families that have picked this up include the grooms, and everyone's heard about the causers, right? So Miss Jones, I'm sure you will love it, but I've come to find from experience it normally goes by faster if I show the kids. After all, they're the ones that are going to be using it. No need to buy something they're not going to use, right? Can we quick grab the kids and dad? Awesome. Hey, Billy. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. Billy? Hey, Billy. My name's Oscar. I'm a college student who's from North Dakota State University. Have you heard of that school before? Awesome. Yeah, so I'm actually going to be in the Yellow County area for the next few months, sitting down with all the families, showing them some super cool stuff for school. No, it's not extra homework or extra work, and no, you're not going to get shipped off to somewhere. It's actually just a super huge time saver. Right? Awesome. Yeah. The one thing I do ask though is I'll go ahead and give you a quick look, and you can let your parents and I know if it's something you think would be helpful. Sound good? Awesome. Okay, great. So, Billy, what grade are you going into? 7th grade? I think we have some mutual friends. Okay. And do you do any sports, extracurricular activities, or just anything outside of school? Soccer. Awesome. Okay, I bet. And how do you do in school? Are more of a straight A's and B's and C's? Okay. What's your best subject? Okay. And then what would you say is your least favorite subject? Subject that you need to spend the most time on to get the grades that you want out of it. Awesome. I think you're gonna love this. Okay, so Billy, Beth, sorry, I didn't catch your name. John. Okay, Billy, Beth, John. I'll go ahead and give you all a quick look at how the system works, and you can let me know if it's something you think will be helpful. If something you think will be helpful, if you like it, great. If not, that's perfectly okay too. Again, I get credit just for showing you. And my job is to find a need and fill a need, not just to sell stuff. So if you don't like it or don't think it's going to be useful, just don't get it. Awesome. Yeah. And yeah. Okay. The one thing I do ask though is since I show this to 35 families every day, I only get to show it to each family one time. So if you like it, cool. That's a big yes. And if you don't like it, cool. That's a big no. But if you're on the fence about it, I'll just give you my business card and you can contact me later, but I gotta see as many families as possible. You know what I mean? Is it fair for me to ask you to shoot me straight one way or the other? Awesome. Okay, great. So I'll go ahead and give you a quick look at how the system works. Let's get the. I'll just use this. Okay. So there's a few reasons why everyone's been picking this up this summer. The first reason is because a lot of moms and dads really want to be more involved in their kids' education, but a lot of the parents that I've talked to have found that it's kind of tricky to help out nowadays because for them it's either been such a long time since their last school they either forgot it, never had it, or a lot of things have changed since they last had it. Sound familiar? Right. Check this out. Notice right here how it has. Oh, it's upside down. Jeez. Notice right here how it has method 1 and method 2. Alright? It's actually the new math and the old math side by side. It's made that way so the parents and the kids can reference each other really easily at home. Super cool. And on the app, there's actually over 4,000 different videos and quizzes that break down all the examples in the book so that the kids have an extra source of reference at home. Super cool, right? Now, Billy, you ever notice how you go to class, you get 1 or 2 super easy examples, come home, have 30 problems of homework, and the last few problems are the hardest problems of the whole homework set? Yeah, the cool thing about the apps is that you can actually search the exact thing you're looking for. You search the page number of the problem that you're confused on, and it'll give you a step-by-step guide. A teacher will give you a step-by-step guide on how to solve the problem on top of the description in the book. That way all the bases are covered. The second reason is a lot of families is that it saves time, you know. A lot of families are super busy with sports, activities, and just work. And Google's really good for research projects and papers, but when it comes to day-to-day schoolwork, it's not as helpful. For example, when it comes to history, what do you usually have to remember? The peoples, places, dates, and events, right? Check this out. I gotta get the timeline. Check this out. Awesome. No, so instead of flipping through a 40-page chapter book to get the people's, places, dates, and events, everything's all together right here. Isn't that super cool? Awesome. And the third reason, I'd say is because the third reason I'd say a lot of families have been getting this because most families tell me that education is super important. Now, whether the student is education is super important. Now, whether the student is looking for extra help and needs to catch up a little bit, needs to play a little bit of catch up, or they're a straight A student and wanting to advance at their own rate, there's plenty of help for everybody. For instance, if you go to page 652 in the language arts section, right, we actually break down all the different rules of conjugation, parts of speech, and rules of all the conjugation of verbs and rules of punctuation all together in one spot. And if you have a straight A student that really wants to advance at their own rate and get their things taken care of, you know what I'm saying? What you actually have is not only the periodic table, but you have the periodic table actually alphabetized so you can find what you're looking for, and then a great description of all the different elements, all color-coded and alphabetized one by one. Isn't that neat? Super cool, right? And lastly, we have the LEAD system. Now, the LEAD system is based on the idea that it takes a lot more than just academics to excel in life. Would you agree with that? You know, life isn't just about the books. It's about the people skills, communication skills, and success and habits that you're going to need to develop yourself as a person and really stand out from all your peers. Right? For instance, the 7-step method is, we actually break down the 7-step method where you take a goal, break it down into 7 steps, and when you do those 7 steps, you drastically increase the likelihood that you're going to achieve that goal. And there's lots of certificates of achievement, and you actually get a letter, and actually through being in the program, you get a letter of recommendation that looks really good on college applications and job resumes. Super cool, right? On top of that, you get a mentor, a personal private mentor that meets with you a couple of times a month to keep you accountable and make sure that you're applying everything that you're getting taught. Yeah, it's actually something that's found a lot of success by doing the exact program that I'm doing right here, by talking to as many families that I've talked to. Super cool. So to summarize it, we actually have a set of books that covers everything in math in terms of whether you're working on addition of fractions and adding decimals, all the way up until calculus to when they graduate. Science, which covers biology, chemistry, earth science, base science, ecology, and even physics. Social studies and language arts, which is history, government, economics, geography, grammar, writing, and literature. And a super cool set of apps and websites that actually put all the information from these books in one spot to help supplement the books. You know what I'm saying? Super cool, right? Now, super helpful, right? You see how that could be super helpful? All right. Boy, these books would have been awesome to have when we were young, right? I think one of the reasons why I've been doing so well is because a lot of families view education as an investment. You know, when you think investment, you think huge numbers. Like, I know from personal painful experience that a college textbook could be anywhere from $200 to $300 times 5 or 6, $200 to $300 times 5 or 6 different classes per semester. Even the College Board recommends budgeting anywhere from $2,000 to $2,500. A personal and private tutor can cost anywhere from $50 to $100 just for 1 hour. In a college, in a learning center like Mathnasium, Kumon, or Sullivan can be anywhere from $300 to $600 a month. But a lot of families invest in that because there's one thing you can't take away from the kids. It's good education, right? Now, I think one of the reasons why the reason over 1 million families have picked this up over the last 10 years. I think the reason over 1 million families have picked this up over the last 10 years is simply because it's practical, easy to use, and it's easy on the bank. You know, families think that for a set of books that cover every core subject that they're gonna learn from first grade all the way up until 12th grade, that could easily be anywhere from $2,000, $2,500, even $3,000, right? But instead of that, or even that, it's just 4 payments of $150. That's not bad, you know? It's not bad. When I was catching up with the Jennings family, they were telling me how they spend more than that on their video games, tablets, vacations, sports equipment, and at the fast food drive-thru. when it came to their kids' education, it was about making those small investments in their kids' futures, because education is a good education is something that lasts a lifetime, right? So what families like about the way I do business is I take orders today, you get access to the websites and apps today, and then I deliver the book. I deliver the book today as well because they're in my bookmobile right outside, right? But yeah, right outside. But I've also been able to work something out with every single family. And there's some families like the Thompson family who wanted to take care of it all at once, so they wouldn't have to worry about it at the end of the summer. There's families like the Johnson family who broke it down into two payments and paid half now and then the other half a month later. There's other families like the George families who broke it down into four payments. We broke it down into 3 or 4, and they said, Oscar, money doesn't really grow on trees with us, but the value of our kids' education is so important to us. Was there anything we could do? And we actually managed to break it down into 3 or 4 payments throughout the summer. Either way, it doesn't really matter to me. Whatever works the best for you. All right. And the cool thing about the apps and websites is instead of it being $100 a month, which is what you would expect for 6 different apps, is what you would get for 6 different apps all together in one spot. It's actually just $24.95 a month for access to all 6 apps. Super cool, right? Now, in order to do a proper service to each family and make sure that each family is well taken care of, I'll need to have the address so that what's the best address to drop anything off or to come back to. Awesome. What's the best? Okay. Phone number? Okay. And to do the closing steps.